Good day, everyone. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to continue on our lessons on Rules of Concord. This should be part 6. And the first rule we'll be talking about today is concord of singular nouns appearing in plural forms. There are some nouns that look plural because they end in s or they contain more than one word, but they are actually singular. These are commonly found in diseases like measles, AIDS, mumps, tuberculosis, elephantiasis, shingles, or school subjects like economics, civics, statistics, linguistics, physics, mathematics, social studies, or book and magazines, A Tales of Two Cities, Romeo and Juliet, or games, Snakes and Ladders, darts, or fields and area, electronics, politics. So what we are saying is that when any of these nouns are used, it must be used with singular verb. For example, civics is the subject I like most, not civics are the subject I like most. Electronics deals with electrical units, singular verb. A Tale of Two Cities is a singular subject because it's the name of a book. Is the novel we are studying for the examination. Measles is no longer impossible to manage these days. So this is a tip for my students that are listening to this lesson. If a word looks plural but refers to one subject, one disease, one book, one field, treat it as singular in Concord and then you will get your right answer. The next rule of Concord we'll be talking about is Concord and the subjective. Subjective. In English, when certain verbs are used in a that clause, the verb that follows does not change according to the subject. Instead, it stays in its base form. Sometimes we call this subjective. Now, there are some verbs that trigger the subjunctive rather. They are advise, ask, command, demand, insist, propose, recommend, request, suggest, urge, wish. So when you have this kind of verb in the that clause, the verb is usually in the base form. It will be go, attend, come, not goes, come, attend. For example, please, I demand that she come early. You know that on a normal day, because of this she, right? Because of this she, you may think it is comes because remember we said that singular subject goes with singular verb. But in this case of subjunctive, it does not change. So it is I demand that she come early, not I demand that she comes early. Because there's a should in clause there. There's a should that we remove there that we didn't necessarily put. I demand that she should come early. And on the normal day, if there is should, we don't say I demand that she should comes early. But this is what you will see in a sentence. I demand that she come early. You will not see that should there. But as someone that has the knowledge of the English language, you will see that that is what happens there. She recommends that he rest, not she recommends that he rests. They advise that he go in time, not they advise that he goes in time. The teacher suggested that she attend the lecture, not the teacher suggested that she attends the lecture, not the teacher suggested that she attended the lecture. I hope you understand that. There are adjectives that trigger the subjunctive also. Their adjective for they include best, crucial, desirable, essential, imperative, important, necessary, recommend, urgent, vital. So you must use the base form. For example, it is important that he attend every day. Not it is important that he attends every day. Is it necessary that she come? That's correct. Not is it necessary that she comes? It is essential that the student pay attention. That's correct. Not it is essential that the student pays attention. It is desirable that everyone understand the concept. Not it is desirable that everybody understands the concept. So whenever you see verbs like demand, insist, recommend, suggest, or adjective like important, necessary, vital, always remember that it stays in the what the in that clause that is used with that verb stays with what stays in the base form. So we have finally come to the end of our lesson on what? Concord. On Concord. If you have been watching this lesson from the beginning, this particular lesson should be the part 6. If you are just coming across this particular lesson and this is the only one you have listened to or you have watched, I implore you to go back and check the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 5, and then make sure you watch them. So Concord is the foundation of correct English grammar because it ensures that subject and verb agree in number and form. So throughout this lesson, we've seen we've talked about the fact that singular subject takes singular verb, while plural subject takes plural verb. And we've already talked about some certain structures like relative concord, collective nouns, expression with of, and all that. And so remember that sometimes the subject is not the word that is closer to the verb, yet it is the controlling noun or the pronoun that dictates the agreement. So what will mastering Concord, what will it do for you? It will help you to make your speaking and your writing clearer, more professional, and grammatically accurate. So if you are someone that has been struggling with writing, you want to write in good English, you want to speak good English, mastering the rule of Concord will do that for you. Also, it is also one of the most tested areas in exams like UTME, WAEC, NECO, and any other English proficiency test. Yes, so if you are a student, this is one of the areas that you should pay attention to. And this is one thing that will help you. Always pause to ask yourself, who or what is the real subject of this sentence? That is what will guide you to pick the right verb form. Thank you very much for watching to the end. My name is Teacher Elizabeth, and I am the founder and lead instructor of the English Mastery Academy, an online tutoring platform that focuses on helping individuals to become an eloquent and confident speaker, and also we help them to master their English word fluency. Thank you once again and see you in the next lesson. Bye bye. So thank you for watching up to this point. My name is Teacher Elizabeth and I am the director and lead instructor of the English Mastery Academy, an online English tutoring platform that helps individuals to become confident and eloquent speakers. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.